So we we went to the Michigan State Police Post in Cadillac, and unfortunately, I don't know if it's due to budget cuts or what. There's nobody there. So I picked up the phone in the emergency box in the parking lot and got the dispatch. And I told her what was going on, and she said she would send a trooper right away. And it was probably a half an hour that we waited in the parking lot before a trooper came. And when he pulled up, I went to him and I said, I think there's something wrong with my dad, that he was due here about 4 o'clock in the morning, that he wasn't here yet. And the trooper kind of poo-pooed me, if you want to say that. He kind of put me off, and he said, is there a chance that he could have pulled over in a rest area and, taken a nap? And I said, no, sir. I said, you'd have to know him. He was the son of a trooper. And he was a very responsible guy, and he would have called one of us if he was going to do that. And the trooper said, well, who? I said, he said, who's your grandpa? And I said, Dean Johnson. He goes, oh, I know Dean. He said, it was Dean's son? I said, yeah. He said, well, I'm going to give the Rockford dispatch a call. So I'm standing right there at his trooper vehicle, and he gets on the horn, and he says, trooper, blah, 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 from Cadillac, can I get the Rockford Post to the dispatch? And dispatch puts him through the Rockford Post, and they say, Rockford Post, blah, blah, blah. And he said, this is trooper, blah, blah, blah. I'm wondering if there's any information down there, if there's been any accidents with a gentleman by the name of Gregory Johnson. And the dispatch came back, or whoever was on the line at the Rockford Post, and said, trooper so-and-so, I'm going to have Sergeant so-and-so give you a call on your personal cell phone. And I knew that. And he said, why don't you just wait in your car? He said, I'm going to pull around and open up the post. And he pulled around, and we didn't see him. And again, we waited in the parking lot for another 5-10 minutes. While we're waiting outside the vehicle, my mom and I were standing there, and it was barely light at the time. And we had a hummingbird fly right in between us and kind of hover there. And I looked at my mom and I said, that's not a good sign. Because in the past, when family members of ours have passed away, there always seems to be a hummingbird around.
There's always a. It's a weird thing.
He opened up the door of the post and he said, I need you to sit down. And he said, what I'm going to tell you, you're not going to like. He said, your husband was killed in an automobile accident by a drunk driver in Grand Rapids. And actually, he didn't say drunk driver. He said he was killed in an accident in Grand Rapids. And my mom said it wasn't his fault. And he said, no, that he believes that it was a drunk driver going the wrong way on the expressway.